very interesting with all of those companion chronicles range, because a lot of characters that were really not fleshed out at any level much earlier on in the series have had an opportunity to not reinvent themselves, but as you say, scratch the surface a bit as well.
Certainly one of my favourite ones is Caroline Ford's one, and Susan was a bit slight character.
Absolutely.
It's a fantastic one.
And also I think we have to thank Davey Darlington for doing the sound design of that, because he actually captured that 60s feel fantastically well.
Well, he had just worked on the BBC sound band for the censor that was going straight off that and into it. So it
was really good. All of them, I mean, have been fantastic. And we're talking about voices and how people's voices. I'm amazed that some of the actresses have just been able to kick back in. Katie playing Jo again. That was the first time she'd ever kind of revisited the character since the series. And I mean, obviously Katie is a lady of many voices, as we know. And I think we were all kind of fascinated to see how it came out. And it was carbon copy of the end.
I actually find it easier to do an impression of Peter being the Doctor than I find it to do Turlough. I'm very good at the Doctor. So you've got that to look forward to, my impression of Peter. We're really good.
Very good.
Just out of curiosity, Alan, we were just wondering, companion chronicles, should we have a show of hands of the companion chronicles?
I can recommend them. It's a very good deal at the Big Finish table today.
They are my favourite Big Finish.
I actually love the companion chronicles. I'm very keen, well, as everybody should be, on the writing of drama. And there's something about a very small cast drama that concentrates my mind very, very much on the writing. The writing has to be good to be able to maintain the story over that level with either one or two people. And you can explore it in much more detail than, I mean, obviously the Doctor Who cast were much bigger, expansive, there are explosions and chases, and the structure of it is completely different. Where they're kind of like little jewels, and they're also different. It's quite extreme.
You might be interested to know that yesterday they were talking to me, when was I next back in the country? The answer to that is probably in January next year. And they've commissioned three or two plays, which I'll do then, which will be really nice. It's great. I'm not just saying that because the producer is done it. Were you here when I was saying how much I enjoyed the last 2 days and how good the scripts were, and how wonderful the cast and crew were, and how well looked after I was, and how fantastic the money was?
You have to mention the lunches.
I have to mention the lunches.
I hear that the Finnish lunches were rubbish.
Yeah, I'm getting that in here before anybody complains about it always being mentioned on the extras, because Toby does a jaw-dropping job. In fact, I think actually, David, in the next Vortex magazine, we have to have pictures not of the actors, but of the dishes that Toby says.
Could you actually just...
When you was in the programme, I understand you was a bit peed off, so to speak, with the characterisation of Turlough, because he used to get captured, escape captured, going to kill the Doctor, not kill the Doctor. I assume at the moment you're much happier to play the character on the Big Finish audios, the writing seems to be better. And for Lisa, do you get mixed up with people saying you're related to John Bowerman?
That worries me slightly, but it hasn't happened quite yet. I'm not quite sure we can take that as a compliment.
You're absolutely right. I mean, the problem for Turlough was he was such a great character, which is why people like writing for him. But he was a great character because he was a strong, intelligent character. There wasn't room for that in Doctor Who. Doctor Who works best when you've got a doctor and a female assistant, to me. Because you've got your baddie, you've got your doctor and your female assistant, and that's enough, really, once you've got the other character. Bring another character in like Turlough, it's impossible, because you've now got 3 storylines you wrote. So yeah, it got very frustrating, which is why I did resign from the programme. But the Big Finish ones are great because I've really enjoyed the last 2 days because big meaty part, and that I can't tell you how difficult it is to be good when you've got a small, good when you've got a small part. Because remember, in something like Doctor Who, right, you don't do it all at once. You do all the scenes out of order, all right. And say you've only got like Turlough's getting, he arrives in the TARDIS and he gets locked up and beaten for 2 episodes, and he comes out again in episode 4. I'd be sitting there in the studio and I might have only 3 scenes in a whole day. So I'd have to do one scene at 8:30 in the morning, knock around, do another scene at 2 o'clock. I might do a scene at 10 o'clock at night. And it's very, very difficult to get any continuity as an actor. Whereas, if you have a big part and you're continuously in the studio, then that's very, very much easier. So it's not why actors look at scripts. The first thing they do is they want to know how many lines they've got. And the reason for that is it's so much easier to be good in a big part.
I think that's also why actors, there's the perennial question about do you prefer stage or television? And I think the other general answer is that they like stage, and I think it's very much for the same reason, because you're there consistently in one go, doing the part, having a development of the character during the course of an hour, 2.5 hours, whatever.
I don't actually like to be stage only because it's my body clock. I do hate having to work at night. I just don't like it. Come 5 o'clock, I'm ready for a pint of beer and to relax. I work hard all day long, but that shouting and waving your hands around at night, I don't know. I quite enjoy it. I enjoy the rehearsal, but